Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys very much for being here. Blood Moon, Mendy, Johnny, Karen, welcome. Thank you guys. I'm just gonna run out into the wilderness and start fighting stuff. We don't even have to take any quests yet. I'm just gonna grind to like level 3, and then I'll start picking up quests. Snickle Fritz, Cam Spidey, good morning, guys.
What can I do for you?
Alex, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being here. I think I'm going to prioritize getting my rune first. We should be able to go get it like basically right away. And then we'll circle back and take care of the kobolds.
Good day to you. See you later. Have a good one.
Greetings. Light bless you.
You need something?
Greetings. For the Alliance, need help? Go with honor, friend. King's honor, friend. Be careful.
Be sad dog, good morning to you, buddy. Welcome to the stream.
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance, well met. Light bless you.
Hey there. See you around.
I mean, I guess the smart thing to do would be to run right back to the trainer and train level 4. Let's go ahead and do that before we head out.
Light be with you.
I can't afford Frostbolt. For shame. For shame. Okay, at least we got Conjure Water. That's going to be a huge help. Let's put that here. And let's drag this out to the bar. It takes a minute before you really feel the 300% gold increase. Like, obviously, you have to complete a few quests. What server is this? This is the Lone Wolf server, and in fact, if I have space in my title, I should probably put that in the title of the stream. Let's see... Do I have room? Yes, I do. Lone Wolf NA, because of course the server names are the same for EU as they are for NA. Okay, that's all I can fit. Lone Wolf NA. That should suffice. Cool, cool. Pin it in the comment. Everybody looks at the pinned comment. Yeah, exactly. I should probably pop it into the description, but I'll do that for next time. So it looks like what we need is going to be like a random drop off of any of the Defias guys. So we just kill all of them. It'll probably drop pretty quickly. He says, and then it drops immediately. Alright, so... okay, we just click it. And then we're good. We don't have gloves, so that could be an issue. Do I want to do the kill quest now, or for the bandanas? Not really. Let's just go turn this one in, let's get the gloves, and then we'll go take care of the kobolds and do stuff in, like, kind of the normal order that we normally would. Maybe I have to buy gloves? Okay, the reward is gloves. It doesn't show a turn in, unless maybe I just can't see the turn in. But yeah, it's not tracking an actual quest turn in. I guess I should just ignore Questie. Do I need to have money? Yeah, having some money would be good. Let's vendor what little junk that we have, in hopes of raising enough money to be able to afford Frostbolt.
Greetings.
We can sell the food, we can sell the spring water, the boots. I don't think that got us where we need to be.
Light bless you.
No, it didn't. And now the quest is tracking. That's hilarious.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend. Be careful. Well met.
Yeah, we still can't afford it.
For the Alliance. I can't actually do the ability for some reason. I'm sure it's like a keybind issue. Like, I don't know what's going on though. Check that out in a second. Mr. Hassel, good morning, good afternoon to you, buddy. Okay, so I guess I'll just drag this off and then try to drag it back on, and then perhaps, yes, there we go. Now we're good. Now we're good. Alex, so many mages? Where, just like running around us? Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, mage. Like, is it worth it to be anything else right now? Aren't mages near the top of like the ratings? I feel like it changes every couple weeks. What's at the top right now? Melee hunters, some kind of mage, a warlock probably. I know what's not at the top. Paladin's at the bottom. Warrior is near the bottom. What else have I played? what other classes do I have that are probably at the bottom? Mr. Hassel, DD2, Dragon's Dogma? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. Like, yeah, that would be a game that I would play on this channel. I will try, like all games that seem like they might be fun, I will try it out on the channel. Maybe I'll do like a first few hours of gameplay, and we will see where it goes from there. I can't promise that I'll like play the whole game here, but I'll definitely check it out. I've avoided basically like all news about it. I haven't watched a lot of trailers. I watched enough gameplay to know like it seemed pretty interesting. That's a little ways off yet, isn't that March release? Alex, you hate the flavor of the month thing? Yeah, it gets tough, doesn't it? That's how the meta has always been. It's like flavor of the couple of weeks. Like flavor of since the last time they adjusted class balance, which is they make adjustments every week. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they like every week, every other week they tweak the classes. So it's almost like it's like in games like Heroes of the Storm, for instance, like a shifting meta is fine. And the shifting meta is actually interesting because it lets you play different characters in different parts of like the season, you know? So like if you want to play support, like maybe this week or this month, like Uther is good. Maybe in the next month, like maybe Brightwing got buffed and now he's the best, he fits the meta. And so like a shifting meta in games like that where you just pick a character and you play, like that makes total sense. It's a little bit harder to have a shifting meta in a game where you have to put a significant amount of time to level up classes. However, like they're obviously kind of changing like the amount of time it takes to level up classes. So yeah, like I don't know. Well, what's the solution? So to be okay with the shifting meta, I guess if you were a DPS class, let's say you're range DPS, that's your role, that's what you like, you'd have to level up every range DPS class. Get all of them to max level, and then whatever one is in the meta for that raid, or that week, or that day, like you play that one, I guess. And then you could bounce around, kind of like a hero shooter, or like a MOBA. But you have to level all the classes first. They balance it based on whiny players. That's a cynical view, but you might not be far from the mark. They balance it based on people who are being very loud about problems. Unfortunately, sometimes the problems are problems, but the fact of the matter is, like, someone's always going to be on the top of the meters, someone else is always going to be at the bottom of the meters, and there's, like, only a reasonable amount of things you can do to assure any kind of balance. So you can either lock things in, the way, like, vanilla is locked in, like, when you go to, like, a vanilla server with no changes, like, the meta is what the meta is, and it doesn't change. So you can have that system, where, like, just some classes are underplayed or not played, because they only fit like a niche role in a group or they're not very valuable. Or you can have a meta that changes all the time, and then every class gets its time to shine, but you can't really settle on one thing because, you know, one day you're a pally rocking the meters, the next you're a pally who's like bottom of the barrel DPS. You know, it can change. I don't know what the fix is. I mean, they're obviously like making it easier for people to level up characters helps for those people who feel like they need to play part of the meta. Like, it helps to be able to level up a character quickly. Maybe eventually they end with a 300% XP buff. It takes a couple hours to level a character. You make your roster of characters and you play whatever's hot that month. I don't know. You don't have to play the meta, but how? Like, how can you not play the meta? Especially, here's the problem. If you have a good guild, you don't have to play the meta. Or if you have a good static, you don't have to play the meta. If you are a solo player, but you are interested in like pugging raids and pugging like harder content,
what can I do for you?
You don't want to be too far outside of the meta, because that's not going to get you any invites. So while there's truth in the concept that you don't have to play the meta,
Light bless you.
For a lot of players, it doesn't feel that way. People aren't made to feel as if they don't need to play the meta. They're made to feel like they need to play the meta. And then to choose to not play the meta is to go against the grain, which for some people doesn't feel particularly good.
Be careful.
Like, I'm not going to play my DPS pally and hope to be able to pug a Nomergon when DPS Pally is literally the worst DPS class in the entire game right now. Like, why would I do that? How would it make sense?
How could I expect a pug to invite me? Or really, I don't even want my guild to bring me. Because I don't want to drag down my guild. I don't want to drag down the raid.
Be careful.
So how could I play a DPS paladin right now? How could I couldn't do it. It wouldn't be a responsible thing to do, whether you're a gilded or not gilded. That's all. It makes people feel, you know, like they have to. Some people get lucky and they settle on a class that kind of stays up there. Like if you're a warlock, then your life has been pretty okay.
What can I do for you?
If you are a hunter, then, you know, within certain specs, your life has been pretty good in the season.
Light bless you.
If you've been a DPS warrior, or you've been a DPS paladin, then your life has probably been kind of shit. You know, you probably haven't been having the best of times. I wonder if maybe now I can afford Frostbolt. Possibly now. But anyway, that's my rant about the meta for this morning.
Greetings. The Alliance.
They're making the game more like retail. I mean, in some ways, I guess, but not in others. I guess maybe they should add some world quests to the level bands, and then it would be more like retail. If I can get on at level 40 or 50 or whatever the level cap is and knock out some world quests, there we go. Now it's like retail, but in a way that helps me. I know world quests are not very popular. I'm still convinced that Ice Lance is basically useless, and like I would say it's a waste of mana. To be fair, yeah, it costs 10 mana. It's kind of a waste of mana. I don't really know, like, what is the use case? What is the use case scenario for Ice Lance? I guess it's when you're further in the Frost Tree and you've frozen a bunch of people and you can get like an immediate 100% chance to crit with bonus crit. When you can get a 100% chance to crit with crit on top of crit, then I guess there's a use case for Ice Lance. But like without that, without freezing, without the crit, without all the stuff in the Frost Tree, it's kind of useless. I don't feel like I'm getting like anything nice out of it. I guess if a runner has like 2% of their health left, then yeah, maybe. Otherwise, I'd be better off just meleeing it down with the staff. Yeah. So yeah, with Fingers of Frost rune and with a bunch of the Frost talents. It would work with some of the Frost talents that you can't get until you are a much higher level. And even then, that's really only good for like soloing stuff. And even then, it's only really good against single target. And if you're doing a lot of Frost, like you're probably going AoE, honestly. You're probably not worried about like a little bit of single target damage. Like boom, like I couldn't even kill that guy. Didn't even kill him. Wasted my 10 mana. Might as well have held on to it, put it into another Firebolt. I gotta buy myself a wand, like, ASAP. So my plan on this character is that we're gonna do Norshire Valley, then I'm gonna take us over to Dun Morogh. I'm doing Elwyn, Westfall, Red Ridge on my rogue. So I want to do Dun Morogh, Loch Modan, Wetlands on this character.
you know, for variety. Don't forget to add Frostbolt to your bars. Already forgot. I'm kind of wondering how much Frostbolt I'm going to use. I guess when things get stronger, it's good to slow them down before they get to me. I will pull it out. How much I'm going to use it, not sure. We're going to be leveling this one as a Fire Mage. So, we might use Frostbolt, we might not.
Well met. Be careful. Go with honor, friend. Light bless you.
Tactical says, I was about to sit down and watch the new Rogue series, but you are live. Welcome to the problem with my channel, Tactical. Thank you for so articulately pointing out the entire problem with my channel and why my content doesn't really do well and why the community doesn't grow very much. I appreciate you, man. You nailed it. You nailed it. It's because my content competes with itself. Like, if I want to stream and hang out, my recorded series are not going to do well. If I want to focus on recorded stuff, I don't get to stream and hang out, and the channel doesn't do as well. Like, so it's like I'm between a rock and a hard place. I'm competing with my own stuff. And it especially is bad when I'm really excited about one version of the game, or I'm like focused on one version of the game. It makes it even worse. Sometimes when it's like a different version that I'm playing in the recorded, sometimes it's like it's better, but it's not really that better, no matter what. This would have been a good point to be wanding him down. When we go to Stormwind to head over to Ironforge, then I'll check the auction house. Now I'm not gonna have any money. Supposedly we're getting 300% more gold, but I haven't noticed it yet. Maybe I haven't turned in many quests with the gold reward. The problem is that for a lot of people, it's an either-or choice. That's the problem. It's like, you know, when I stream for 3 hours a day, there's only so much, like, somebody can watch. It's a tricky position. I really didn't need to come over here yet. I could have done the laborers. But I am kind of hoping these guys will drop a bag, as they have been known to do. Of course. No respect. I'm trying to sit, have a drink, have a little picnic, and you're gonna run up and stab me with a sword. How rude can you be?
What would have been a nicer rune for like a low-level mage would have been like some kind of mana saving ability. Maybe like fireball costs half mana. Maybe frostbolt is free. Like something to save mana would have been a much more useful early mage talent. That could have made the class feel a lot different. Ice Lance, as iconic as it seems to be, doesn't really do the trick, does it? Johnny, have fun with that, man. Better you than me. TT, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for saying so. Tactical, do tell. Do tell. Unless it's satire. Could I turn the music up a little bit? Yeah, absolutely. How about like right there? Too much more, it'll peek into the red, which might be okay. But that's like all the way in the yellow. That kind of matches my volume. There we go. Let me know.
How are you? Safe travels. See you around. See you later. Safe travels.
That works. Perfect.
Looking for something specific?
Perfect. I appreciate the feedback.
Have a good one.
We should probably go train level 6, and then we're going to go after the kobolds before we do anything else.
Need help?
Tactical, that's interesting, mechanically.
Careful.
I like the idea of like roots and snares that like deal damage over time. It would be cool if they would use the seasons as a way to like literally make up new classes. Like classes that don't really exist within the canon. That would be really cool. Like do like, I guess the danger with that is like if you do one new class per season, then like everybody plays that class, right?
Everybody plays the class. Nobody plays anything else. Maybe like a season of new classes. Where you make up a bunch of new classes and that's kind of like the theme of the season.
How are you? See you around.
Yeah, but in World of Warcraft, Warlock just applies to everybody. in World of Warcraft, like, there are no witches because everyone is simply a Warlock. Regardless of gender. A Warlock was inclusive before anything else was inclusive. You're imagining more of like a swamp witch, like somebody that like uses like some nature magic, like some like dark nature magic kind of. So where like you might have like things that are similar to diseases, but they wouldn't be like the ones that the Warlock uses. They wouldn't be like shadow. They would be nature based. That'd be cool. Yeah, like imagine like a witch in the deep swamps. I get like Witcher 3 vibes. Like an evil druid. There you go. Yeah. But probably like evil druid mixed with like an alchemist almost. An alchemical, enchanting, evil nature damage dealer. Yeah, Warlock is using shadow and fire, so this would be something that uses like nature magic, and I don't really know what you would call like if I were crafting potions as part of my abilities and like hurling some potions. I don't know what kind of damage that would be. Maybe it would also still just be nature damage. I have to say, like, of the classes they have added to the game, I'm not really a big fan of any of them, and I never have been. I don't know what it is. Like starting with Death Knight. Like Death Knight was cool. It was too hard for me to play, but like Death Knight kind of fits, and I don't mind Death Knights. But the monks, the demon hunters, the evokers, like, for whatever reason, like I don't resonate with any of those classes, and they're just not like, they're not fun for me from like a fantasy perspective. Like the new classes in WoW remind me of like classes in other MMOs, like when I play another MMO and I just don't resonate with any of the class fantasy. I think about like Elder Scrolls Online. How like, you know, no matter what class I pick up, like I just don't really have any attachment to it or investment in it from like a fantasy perspective. That's how I feel about basically every class after Death Knight, like Monk, Demon Hunter, Evoker. Like I just like, I feel no connection to those classes at all. Kind of why I wish they would take a swing at making some of those classes into like classic era classes. I'd love to see like a monk redesign that like fits into classic era, or even like a Death Knight redesign that just fits into like classic era leveling. And then maybe given that, I could come to enjoy those classes a little bit more. I think like with monks were kind of like way too attached to like the panda race, even though like anybody can be a monk.
it really, the monk was just kind of like, the theme of it is a Kung Fu Panda. Like, even when you're not a panda, you still kind of feel like you're a panda. You still kind of feel like a cartoon panda. Even when you're like a human monk or an orc monk, it's a weird feeling. Some of it might be like the attack animations, kind of cartoonish. The fact that even if I have like a staff equipped, I don't get to use my staff when I'm fighting. Like, I should definitely be able to be a monk that uses a bow staff in combat. In fact, like, whatever item I equip, if I do an attack ability, the attack ability should take into account the equipped item. It feels really bad to be a monk and have a staff and have the staff stay on your back as you punch things. Like, I'd rather strike things with the staff. That's why I equipped it. Buffalo Bill, good morning, man. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I feel like in War Within, with the hero talents or whatever they're called, they're trying to create like a more class fantasy. Like Jason, you're talking about things like cleric or archer or like ranger. Yeah, they're trying to do some of that stuff in retail, where they're trying to, like, the hero talents are trying to give you like a class fantasy to go along with them. And some of that looks okay. I guess the only thing that happens is like either the class fantasy that you want is not the meta, or like the class fantasy you want ends up being a healer or a tank when like you want a DPS. I guess that could be a problem with like hero talents. Roger, you'll still see some of the Horde characters. Yeah, I'm going to continue the solo self-found as a recorded series, which is where it started. You'll probably see solo self-found videos go up every other day, and they'll alternate with the retail pally and with some other stuff I got going on. But the character, I actually have 4 or 5 episodes already recorded that are just waiting to go up. I've played a bunch of it. I just can't put up all the stuff I record all at once because, you know, no one watches it, it crashes, the algorithm, like, nobody wants it, it's too much. So yeah, I got a bunch recorded, it's gonna come out over the days and weeks ahead. I plan to continue that character until they die. So, and they're still alive as of right now.
What can I help you with?
Alex, if you're on Lone Wolf at any point today, I wouldn't mind an invite to the guild. If that's still a thing. If that's still a thing, I wouldn't mind. No rush. Not really a big deal right now, but...
What can I do for you? Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance. Be careful, light bless you.
That was not the guy that I thought I had targeted. I thought I had this one targeted. It's always fun when like you expect your fireball to go one way and it just goes in a completely different direction. Yeah, Mr. Santa, we're gonna find out if it is. We are gonna find out. As soon as we're done here, we're gonna head over to Morogh. And we'll be trying to go right from Morogh to Loch Modan to Wetlands. So we'll see. I'm hopeful. If 100% isn't enough to do it, I don't know what is. And then, you know, we could probably do a couple dungeons. For sure, you know, we'll want to do Shadowfang Keep. This guy can handle this, right? He's level 6. He's got 3 guys on him. He's still at like 2/3 of his HP. I feel like he's probably fine. I don't really feel inclined to help him because he's been running ahead of me and grabbing the bins that I've cleared. So not really. If it were hardcore, I would help him, like for sure. But he's fine. Yeah, he doesn't need our help. Now, if he gets a respawn there, then he could be in trouble. But you'll notice what I didn't do was I didn't run up and loot his thing while he was fighting 3 of them. So that's what I didn't do. Justin, good morning, man. Alex, there's probably not anyone in the guild on. Like, I'll check. I don't know how active the guild has been. I don't even know. Have you guys been doing any Nomergon runs or anything? There is no one on in the guild right now, as I assumed. Justin, good afternoon, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, that's fair. That's exactly what I assumed.
Good day to you. Safe travels. Have a good one.
Denver Jack, good afternoon, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Lael, good afternoon.
What can I do for you? See you later. Hello. Have a good one. See you around.
Lael, I appreciate it. You don't need to be worried. There will be times when I stream consistently. There will likely be times when I don't stream for a while. It's just all a part of it, you know. Sometimes like I want to be here every day. Other times I can't. Other times I have stuff going on, or I need time for mental health. It's
safe travels.
It just what I remind myself is that there were many years where I didn't stream at all. There were many years where like I didn't even think I would stream. And so what I'm starting to learn is like when I feel like I need some time off from it, it's like I don't have to have like a big reason for it. It doesn't have to mean anything, but it does mean that I should like listen to it and like step away for a bit. I felt the urge to come on yesterday, but I had so much recorded stuff that I wanted to start getting up that I didn't. But yeah, I'll always be here when I can, but I am learning, like, a fact of my nature is that I'm probably never going to be the person that streams, like, every day for 5 years, you know? I'm probably never going to be able to be that person. And I get when some people, like, need that consistency, like, in their entertainment and in how they spend their time, they like it to be consistent. So, like, I get it, but it's probably never going to be me.
Light be with you, for the Alliance. Be careful.
I really don't think I want to do a lot here. So like my plan is to take this character over to Morogh, like basically right away. So let's turn in the breadcrumb, but yeah, I don't think, you know, we could do some stuff really fast, you know, we could do a few quests here, we could get ourselves ahead. I don't really know if I want to do that.
Hello. Have a good one.
I feel like I do just want to get over to Morogh.
Safe travels.
Start doing stuff over that way. It's not horrible for everybody, Mr. Santa. Like, if you like doing that kind of thing, like, if you have the motivation to do that, if it makes you happy, if it's a desirable thing, then, like, it's okay to have goals like that, you know? But what's not great is to, like, burn yourself out on something that is supposed to be enjoyable for everybody involved. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go to Stormwind and get on the road over to the Dwarven Lands. I don't really want to do too much in all the zones, you know? I don't want to do the typical, like, do every quest in every zone. I kind of want to see if with 100% it can be a little bit different. A little bit more casual type of leveling. Yeah, I think what I will do going forward is something that I used to do when I started to stream, which is I didn't stream on the weekends at all. Like, when I started the stream, which was like a little bit less than a year ago now, a little bit over a year ago, I didn't stream on the weekends. And I think I need to go back to doing that. Whereas, like, you know, streaming 5 days in a row, absolutely fine. Once I've gotten to like 10, 12, 15 days in a row, then I need a break. So I'm thinking about just trying to stream during the work week and just being off on the weekends. Being able to spend my time, like, focusing on other things. Yeah, pick up skinning. That's a good idea. Yep, I'm probably going to do tailoring and skinning. So yeah, we'll get skinning now, and I should probably just grab tailoring right away too, I guess. I'm not going to have the money to get any kind of magic wand. I thought, like, maybe I would get a wand, but that doesn't really seem like it's going to happen. I'm sure the price on the auction house for a wand is at least 5 silver, so we'll have to wait until this, supposedly we're getting 300% more gold from quests. Like, obviously when you're getting handfuls of coppers, you don't really feel it or see it. But maybe as we get into some more questing, maybe we'll start to see an uptick in the amount of money we have, and we'll be able to afford something. We'll see. So we'll run over here, we'll pick up tailoring, and then we'll go pick up skinning, and then we'll be on our way. I might end up looting a wand. It's unlikely. It could happen. Yeah. It usually happens at higher levels, though, when you just randomly loot a wand. At this level, I probably won't. I'm not that lucky.
Hey there.
Hey, I didn't even get a bag yet, so...
See you later.
Skinning knife, yeah, I'm hoping they'll sell one near the skinning trainer. Speaking of the skinning trainer, they are in the old town, right? Yeah, I think they're in the old town.
What can I do for you? Safe travels. I supply only the finest
I'm
goods.
probably not going to have enough for the knife. Oh, I do. I barely have enough. It's a close one.
Have a good one.
Where did I set my Hearthstone? Nowhere yet. No, we'll set it once we get over into Keranos. Am I gonna hunt for runes? No, not until the character's max level. I'll get whatever runes we come across. I'll grab them, you know? Like, if they show up in Questie, I'll grab them. I'm not gonna worry about really targeting any or going after them until we get the character capped out. I feel like that's gonna work better. You know, we'll get the character capped out, and then we'll take a stream or two to get all the runes for them. And we'll see. It'll be interesting doing it like after the fact, so we can track more accurately how much time does it take to get the runes that you want. I don't know if I'll go after every rune. I'll target the ones that I want for my build first, and then we'll see about the remainder of them. I want to have the ones for the fire build, and I wouldn't mind having the ones for like a healing build. I don't know that I'll ever heal on the character, but it's a good option. So I'm wondering, now that they added the 100% experience buff in, when are they going to open up the level 50 level band? I can't imagine that they would wait too long at this point. Pretty soon everybody's going to have a full roster of whatever classes they want. If they didn't have that already. I am going to make sure that I grab the flight point here, because if I don't grab it right now, I'll probably forget. I forget what the roadmap said. The roadmap had like a time frame for the next phase. Let's see. Roadmaps. Gotta love a good roadmap. This has it opening in the middle of spring. In the middle of spring, which I think that feels like that might be too far away. Seeing as how it's not yet spring. I'm not sure when spring starts exactly. Does spring start at the end of February? No. Is it spring? What are seasons? What are these things? Maybe it's already spring and I just don't know it. That is possible. So maybe middle of spring, maybe by like April or May? April or May seems like a long way off for level 50 to open up. I'm sure there are lots of people hoping that it happens before that. I guess the problem is they might not have, like, the level 50 content might not be done. They might not have the raid ready, they might not even know what they're doing for the raid or for PvP. They haven't really talked about anything that I've seen. Spring starts on March 19th. First day of spring. Okay, so yeah, so it's not even spring yet. And according to the roadmap, we don't expect level 50 till somewhere in the middle of that. So yeah, April, maybe April, which is a while. February, yeah, that's like it could be like 2 or 3 more months. I wonder if they would consider opening up leveling to level 50 and just like delaying the raid a few weeks. Like maybe level 50 opens up so people can start leveling up, but then we don't get the raid and we don't get the PvP event till after a few weeks. Like give people some time to level their alts before they can even get into the raid. Could be a nice way to do it, as opposed to what they've been doing where like they've been opening the raid right away. And then people level alts like afterwards. Like if they want to do the raid, they do the raid, then they level alts. Maybe just opening up the level band, letting us level to 50, and then dropping the raid like the middle of spring. And whatever the PvP event is in the middle of spring. But not necessarily like holding everybody back from leveling up their characters. Yeah, at this rate, Alex, especially with 100% leveling speed now, it's like, yeah, it's enough. 3 months. I don't know. I think that like we probably won't see level bans again for like subsequent seasons. At least I hope not. I hope we don't. I really like the idea of a season where we can level all the way to 60. If you want people to level faster, let's just start with the 50% experience buff, and then like, you know, it'll probably go up to 100 eventually. Same thing that Season of Mastery did. But yeah, I would like to have like no level bans. I'm just gonna pick up all the quests here. We'll have to decide what order we do them in, but it's not like we're gonna fill up the quest log. Fargo Deep Mine, like I'm gonna abandon some of these. Ooh, I never did Garrick Padfoot's head. See, I would have noticed this had I been leveling without the 100% buff, but since we were like past level 7, like I did not even notice that we didn't do this one. I just wasn't paying attention to it at all. So we'll just drop it. It's not gonna matter. Yeah, Shannon, it was a change they made recently. This happened on Tuesday. They announced it like the week before Tuesday. Yeah, the plan was never to have a 100% XP buff in the game right now. The plan was only to ever have an XP buff for the older level bands. But I guess too many people had stepped away from the game. And they wanted to do something to pull people back in, so they popped it up to 100%, set it all the way to 39, and here we are.
What's on your mind?
Who knows what they'll do next? And it's not only 100% XP buff, it's 300% increased gold from quest. So it does a little bit more for you.
You got my attention.
It was quick to throw all their plans out the window. It was an interesting move.
Great to meet you. Safe travels.
Yeah, Talon, I agree with you. Yeah, I mean, we all know how I feel about the runes. I feel the XP buff probably brought some people back, but it didn't solve the problems, I don't think, for some people. It hasn't solved all my problems, but yet here I am.
What can I do for you? Be good.
Alright, so let's go ahead and sell. We got the shield we can sell. We don't need the pumpkins. We don't need the spring water. Okay. What is this? The tools? Okay.
Off with you.
Yeah, they offset the gold to account for the leveling speed. Yeah, absolutely. We're still basically broke. Like, don't get me wrong. We're still broke. Yeah, Alex, I agree that like the level bans give people an opportunity to stop playing the game. Like, how many times? Like I took breaks, you know, but like for some people they take a break and they don't come back. I didn't know if I was gonna come back after the last break, but here I am.
Safe travel.
But yeah, I feel like anytime you take a WoW player, especially like a casual player or a solo player, and you tell them that's it, you can't level up anymore. I feel like that's the point of friction where like you could lose that player for the season, you could lose that player for a while. And for some people they'll lose them to other versions of the game. Like, some people will just go to versions of the game where they can level alts. Like, if leveling alts is the thing you enjoy doing, then level bands don't really help you.
What can I do for you?
Level bands don't really help you, because what happens is you get into one character, you start to really, really like one character, and then all of a sudden, that journey has to stop. And that's the bad thing about it. Like, I was having a blast on the Paladin, and had I been able to keep leveling the Paladin in SOD, we'd probably be max level, you know? Now, would I do a lot of stuff at max level? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not a max level player. Who knows? It depends on what kind of content there is. But I would have been able to at least finish that journey. Same thing with the Priest. When I was playing the Priest consistently, I was having a ton of fun on it. But if you give people the time to step away, they find other stuff to do. And sometimes it's other versions of the game where they can just level up a character normally. Yeah, Mr. Santa, they changed it this week. So yeah, right now we have an XP buff all the way to level 39. It's 100% XP buff. They completely changed all of their plans for the season. Presumably because people were stepping away from SOD, and they wanted to see if they could pull people back in. We don't know that that's why, because they didn't explain why. Which is always great when a company makes a massive change to the version of the game you're playing and they don't talk about why. It's always great. And so yeah, they didn't talk about why, they just said, okay, we're putting the XP buff in, comes out on March 5th. Obviously, that news did not reach enough people, because people who are completely disengaged from SOD, like, and they're not checking Wowhead every day, like, that news doesn't have a way to penetrate to them. So, it doesn't surprise me that some of you guys did not know about this XP buff until, like, recently. Am I gonna bother with the sleeping bag, Roger, in a world where I have a 100% XP buff? No. I am definitely not gonna bother with the sleeping bag, or any such gimmicks probably ever again for the rest of the season. And that was kind of always, my stance on it before was that 3% experience bonus is basically nothing. And so it's really nothing in light of just already having a huge bonus. That's how you know it was like never in their plan to do this. But it's 3%. Yeah, I can have 103% bonus. Right, exactly. I wish I could, you know, it's almost more worth it for the rested XP cookies. But I'll wait, because I bet eventually they'll either buff the sleeping bag or they'll make it easier to get. If I just wait, it'll become easier. The 12 slot bag is also nice. Yeah, I think the better value is in the XP cookies and in the 12 slot bag. Leo, that's awesome, man. Right on. I feel like we're probably about to get a better rank of Fireball, like really, really soon. Yeah, it has to, maybe it's at level 8, because like Fireball is getting really, really weak. It's getting really weak. Got rank 1 Fireball, rank 1 Frostbolt. Just are not doing it. Speaking of runes, I should take a look at the map and just see like, oh, I can get Burnout from the Trogs over here. What do we got over this way? Fingers of Frost, Living Flame. Yeah, I think I need, I'm doing a fire build, so Burnout sounds like maybe I need that. Living Flame sounds like maybe I need that. Fingers of Frost I could probably live without. Okay, so we got a couple right here in Dunmorrow that we can get, it seems pretty easily. We'll get to them whenever we're in that area, like I'm not going to target them. We'll just get them when we get them. I wonder how the economy's been. I wonder if there's any, like, reason for me to hold on to the light leather and put it on the auction house. I'm assuming that if anything, it sells for less than it ever did. I guess there'd probably just be, like, way too much, like, pumped into the economy by now for it to have any value. I could grab some of these skins, and in fact I'm going to. If I keep skinning everything, I'll never get ahead of these guys and there will be nothing to fight. But I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, somebody stopped looting. That's incredibly rude. How dare they? Oh my dear god. Okay. Like, I don't know if we can fight these guys yet. I really need another rank of fireball, I think, before I'm here. Like, I don't think this is where we're at. Nah. I don't think so. That took way too many casts. That took way too much mana. That's not what's gonna work for us. We need to see if we can just hit level 8 and just hope that either Frostbolt or Fireball has another rank for us, because being able to damage them is you know, necessary. Let's see if we can take this one down. Yeah, it's a lot of casts, and I don't have a wand. Like, I don't have a wand, and I don't have a way to freeze them in place. So yeah, I need more power. Smack him with my walking stick. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Use Ice Lance at the end of the other abilities, and yeah, maybe I could weave it in for some additional damage. I'm gonna run out of mana though, just as quickly. That's the problem. I think once we hit level 8, we'll get another rank of something. I'm just not sure what it will be. Level 6 guys are fine. See, the problem is though, like, yeah, but Ice Lance is not off the global cooldown, so like, I don't know if it's worth it. I think it's probably better, if it were off the global cooldown, then it would be worth it, but I think it's more worth it just to get another fireball going at that point. Unless I'm just completely out of mana. This is not a hardcore character. This character has no rules. This character is just a Season of Discovery character. And we're just doing Season of Discovery stuff. So no restrictions, no limitations or anything. I saved that kind of stuff for the solo self-found. I'm thinking though, like, already, like, my first reaction is that not zone hopping might not be a thing that's possible yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll feel differently once I have a wand and once I have like another rank or something, but right now it feels like, you know, it feels like not doing anything in Elwyn Forest is not helping us right now. That's kind of how it feels, like early impressions. Early impressions are that it feels kind of bad. I guess I could head out to Brunel Village and I could deliver the ammo to Rumble Shot. And I could hunt for boars on the way to do all that stuff and hope that I find some like level 5, level 6 stuff to fight. Oh, this is bad. This is where we die. Like, we don't... If we fight this, we don't live. I'd like to kill one of them and then run away. That would be really cool. Boop. Okay, can we escape with our lives? Maybe. This should ding us, and I'm gonna hearth back to town. And we're gonna see what level 8 brings.
I have the finest wires in the land. See you
we are
soon.
feeling really, really weak right now. And I don't like it. Alright, well, I mean, it's not really what I wanted. We got a new rank of Frostbolt, like, that's fine. Arcane Missiles, like, maybe I use Arcane Missiles for a bit until I get another rank of Fireball. This Fireball is just not working. Oh, we have lag. Oh, lag is fun. Hope that sorts itself out pretty quickly. Thanks for the lag. Yeah, thanks for the lag. Appreciate it. Alright, I'm gonna sell this stuff.
See you soon.
Alright, we're green again. We're back from red to green. So maybe the lag has sorted itself out. It looks okay now. We should be okay now. If you're not okay, you may need to do a little refresh on your page. But yeah, it looks like it's fine now. Just a little bit of lag to keep us on our toes, you know. Alright, so I'm gonna pull arcane missiles off to the bar, and I'm gonna hope that like arcane missiles can deal like some kind of damage to enemies, because like what we're doing right now simply is not enough damage. And like it comes down to the idea, like they buffed all the enemies, right? We're still dealing with 20% more health, 20% more attack power. But my character is not any stronger right now. Like Ice Lance did not make us any more powerful, so it's kind of a tough position to be in. Like we'll try to slow him with a Frostbolt. Let's fire off an Arcane Missiles. I don't know. Okay, like, we spent a lot of mana doing that, though. That was half of our mana. So, like, I can kill stuff if I want to blow through half my mana every single fight. That's apparently, like, what it comes down to right now. I could do a Frostbolt. Oh, I should put rank 2 of Frostbolt out. That's going to be even more mana. Yeah, we probably should have done some stuff in Elwyn Forest. Now we know. Early zone hopping might still have to be a thing that we do, apparently. We either could have done some more like zone hopping, or maybe we could have just done some more grinding somewhere. Oh my god, everything is spawning back in. Like, yeah, that's powerful enough. That's great that can kill them. You know, even if we have to drink more often, at least we have a way to kill them now, so whatever. It is what it is. Don't forget the skin. Yeah, I'll probably skin all this stuff. Nobody else seems to be interested. Until we become more mana efficient, like, I'm gonna end up drinking way too much coffee. Because, like, every time my character drinks, I'm like, this is a great time for me to drink coffee. But now my coffee's almost gone, and I really wasn't too keen to get any more anytime soon. So the faster we can become mana efficient, you know, the longer it might take for me to have a heart attack. Because right now I'm gonna drink way too much coffee. Justin, go level up on a different server, man. Yeah, if PvP server's bugging you, you got 100% XP buff right now. So, like, it's a good time to go level up somewhere else. This is Lone Wolf, so, like, I'm probably gonna just deal with it being PvP, but I might not, you know? Who knows? We might have some characters on Lone Wolf, we might have some characters on Wild Growth. I got the Pally over on Wild Growth. I have a Warlock over there that I was digging, so I may, cap some characters out on different servers just to have options. I've been told that the guild I had here on Lone Wolf is basically dead anyway. So if the guild is dead, there's not really a great reason for me to be here long term, but I'm gonna level this character here and see how that goes. Yeah, to get to 40, I mean, like 1 to 40 with 100% XP buff, it'd probably be about, like, what, 30 hours? Maybe less? If you are a more efficient player than I am. Like, obviously, I level slower than molasses. But you could level faster than me, and then it'd probably be, like, maybe 30 hours. I should check and see, like, how fast my paladin leveled. The paladin had the... I think the paladin had the buff from 1 to 25. But then, obviously, there was no buff from 25 to 40. Yeah, see, I level slow. I've already been playing this character for almost 2 hours, and we're only level 8. So like, I'm just leveling super slow. That's part of the problem. I could probably be a lot more efficient if I were focusing a little bit more. On the rogue that I did as a recorded series, like that character got to level 10 in like an hour and a half, which for me was pretty quick. I would call this relatively slow. If I just wanted to level as fast as I could, it would look a lot different. Alright, at this point I should probably head over to Brunel Village. Got some lower level travel around quest we can pick up over there. We still need one chunk of boar meat and a bunch of boar ribs. Speak of the devil. Oh man, the resistor killer. Our inventory is full. So, we're not going to fight anything else on the way. We're going to get ourselves right into town and vendor everything. Have I noticed a difference in the quest coin rewards? Not yet, no. Yeah, it's 300%, but I'm still broke. I don't think like keeping in mind that not all quests even give you silver. Especially at this level, like, I think we're just doing a bunch of quests that don't give us anything. So, yeah, I haven't noticed. I still don't have any money. You know, I guess the point of it is not, I guess I should not expect to have a bunch of money. I guess the point of giving us more money is so that we can afford training. So I guess as long as I can afford my training, I can't complain too much. I know I don't have room for this. There we go. And then they also reduced the cost of mounts. But again, it's probably not going to feel good still. I don't think you're gonna level a character and be like, oh my god, look at all the gold I have. You're still gonna be pretty much broke. You're still gonna have trouble affording your abilities. You're still gonna get to 40 and probably not have enough for your mount.
How are you? Keep your feet on the ground. How are you?
Great to meet you.
He resisted the Frostbolt and the Fireball. Like, the resists are really, really bad for mages. Like, once somebody resists 2 spells, like, kiss all of your mana goodbye. Hope you didn't need that mana for anything. It's rough. I really need to get a wand really, really, really badly. I probably should have, like, preemptively sent myself at least a little bit of money. Or just sent myself a wand, you know, something intelligent would have been nice. Because this is pretty painful. And we're not looking like we're gonna have money for a wand anytime soon, unless they sell for like 5 silver on the auction house. I could check the auction house and we could find out how much we need. Leather's been selling okay on the Wild Growth auction house. We'll check here too. Next time we're in a major city, which might be pretty soon, because we might be heading back to Elwyn Forest for a bit. So yeah, either way, next time we're in a major city, we will have a look at the auction house. We'll check on the price of light leather. We'll check on the price of lesser magic wand, and just kind of go from there. But yeah, like my first reaction, my first instinct is that you still probably want to zone hop. For better or worse, it really seems like you still need to zone hop, like right around the same level you always would, like right around level 8. Right around level 8, it feels like, okay, time to go. So yeah, I don't know how 100% experience buff could get you to the exact same point but that seems to be like precisely what has happened. Cause yeah, we kind of have to go do some lower level stuff, unless like something changes really drastically, like really soon. And then like I could try to stick it out here for a bit, but if I stick it out here for too long and it becomes untenable, then I'm gonna lose a bunch of quests back in Elwyn anyway. So I'm kind of torn between what I want to do here. Kind of conflicted. Does it matter what Spec Mage you play in Phase 2? I mean, it probably matters to somebody. There are DPS rankings, so I'm sure some of the Mage specs perform better than others. I don't know which are at the top right now and which are at the bottom. But yeah, to some people that's going to matter. To other people, they're not going to care. So it really depends on the situation. Yeah, I might have to go back to Elwyn anyway. Like, I feel like a person could stick this out. You could stick it out and like maybe you'd end up being fine. But it doesn't really feel like that. The fact of the matter is, like, even with 100% XP bonus, apparently it takes a lot of XP to level. So even doubling it is not like impactful. Like once you're higher than level 6. The impact that it has is apparently just kind of negligible.
Well met. See you soon. How are you? Be good. Keep your feet on the ground.
What's on your mind? Watch your back. What can I do for you? See you soon.
Yep, let's go do some of the easy stuff in Elwyn, and just see how it feels. Like, you could probably stick this out, but look, pretty soon we're gonna be doing like at-level quests. It's definitely not gonna get you ahead of the leveling curve. You could probably go like a single track, Morogh to Loch Modan to the Wetlands. Maybe you could do that. I feel like if you did that, you'd probably want to do quite a bit of grinding along the way. Or just accept the fact that you would probably be a lower level than most of the quests that you'll be doing. Do I want to turn this one in first? Yeah, I think I should go down here and just turn this one in.
What's on your mind? Safe travels. Talk to me. Be good.
Primordial, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's see. We're going to check on light leather prices. My guess is that it sells for basically nothing. Yeah, it sells for like a couple of silver. I guess like I should probably put it up. I don't really want to. Let's see. Lesser magic wand. Okay, yeah, we can afford this, but that's kind of pricey. I was hoping it would be like 5 silver. 19 silver, that's gonna break us, but I have to do it at this point. That's gonna make life feel a lot more tolerable for us. Yeah, it's gonna feel a lot. Now that we can do that, that'll be like pretty decent damage. And now we have a few levels to save up the money that we need for the greater magic wand, which is equipable at level 13. Ironforge is crowded because people are doing like the Nomergon raid, so like people congregate in Ironforge now because of where the raid's located. Alright, I'm gonna pop us on a flight over to Stormwind. I'm gonna go AFK in flight. I gotta refill my coffee, I got a bio, I gotta stretch my legs, and then I'll be back, and we will keep going. I will see you guys in a couple minutes. Spec. The XP boost applies to kills and quests. It's just all experience gains. Is Sod dead now? Does it look dead? I don't know. No, it's not dead. It's not any more dead or any less dead than any other version of WoW. That's my favorite question when I'm playing a version of the game and someone's like, "Is this version of the game dead?" yeah, it's totally dead. It's been murdered. Some would say it was dead on arrival. Some would say that it never truly lived. But other people would say that, yeah, it's a game, lots of people are playing it still, and it's fine. If I ever think that a version of the game is truly dead, I probably won't spend my time playing it on stream. That's like the easy way to answer that question, like honestly. And I probably wouldn't play it at all. Like if I thought a version of the game was completely and utterly just completely dead, totally dead, DED dead, I probably wouldn't play it. And I definitely wouldn't stream it. A good example of this is Wrath of the Lich King. It is not dead, but it's as close to dead as a version of WoW can be. Like right now, Wrath is as close to dead as a version of WoW can be. And it's not dead at all. But it's as close as you can get. Which means that like I won't play Wrath right now. Because there's no reason to. Why are 70% of players only playing Mage? Obviously. It's obviously the best class in the game. I don't know the answer besides that. Okay, so let's pick up everything. Let's minus out the quest from Morogh. We will go back there eventually.
Greetings. Light bless you. Well met. Go with honor, friend.
Hello. See you around. See you later.
Need help? Light bless you. For the Alliance.
I'm gonna go ahead and set my Hearthstone here.
How are you? See you around. Good day to you.
And now we begin skilling up our wand. Shouldn't be too bad. We have to get it to 45. I wish I had the effort to report some people, but I just don't have the effort. Someone else will take care of it for me. Yeah, you can't even right click on a player anymore and like even get to the report option. They don't make it super easy for you to report stuff. Alex, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Even if the guild is dead, I appreciate having a place in it. It'll at least stop me from getting other sorts of invites to other guilds. If nothing else.
Good day to you. Safe travels.
Hey there.
It feels much better to have the wand and to be fighting lower level enemies. This was the right move. I guess if you didn't want to do any zone hopping at all, you gotta wait for like the 200% XP buff.
Hey there. See you around.
I'm sure we'll have at least 200% XP buff by the time the level 60 band opens up.
You need something?
Patrick, I appreciate that, man. I'll make sure not to buy any. It's gonna be tough not to buy any for the next hour or so, but I appreciate it. I'm gonna do tailoring, but it's probably gonna be a long time before I can tailor my own bags.
What can I do for you? Have a good one.
That's right, we have the polymorphed animals around. I have to... Oh, I didn't train polymorph because I was broke. Okay. So we'll be waiting on that one, I guess.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend. Hello. See you later. See you around.
You can spec into arcane for increased wand damage. Yeah, it's a little bit down the tree, isn't it? And then I also don't think it's as good as wand spec is for priest. I think the priest one is better. Yeah, that would be okay to grab, like, if you were gonna go, like, arcane as a healer, maybe grabbing, like, bonus wand damage would be okay, so you can, like, add some wand damage to the overall group damage. This mage is gonna be, like, full fire spec. That is my plan for this mage. I'm really tempted to go right back to town and train, but we'll go ahead and we'll do this stuff down here first. We don't need to be level 10 to do this, so should be okay. And speaking of talents, I guess I could start spending my talents. Yeah, see, here's wand spec. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, it's 2 points. There's only 2 points to put into it, but it would be 26%, which is not bad. Reduce the chance that your opponents resist your arcane. If this was all spells, imagine if this applied to all spells, that would be worth grabbing. And then you could come down, you can grab wand spec. But yeah, like none of these on their own are very good. So I'm gonna go here. I think we'll go, yeah, just into improved fireball, reducing the cast time. We're gonna have a full inventory before we make a lot of headway through here. We have 1 slot available right now, which is just that's not gonna be enough slots. Yeah, the thing about uninterrupted arcane missiles is that it assumes that I'm already being hit. And ideally, as a mage, like, I don't want to be hit. I definitely, like, have a hard time taking talents that rely on me getting hit to be useful. And that's why I say that it's not that great of a talent. I'm gonna go ahead and pull Gold Tooth, and we'll just deal with the consequences of aggroing the other guy as well. Oh, he wants an invite. Now he wants an invite. there we go. Let's go turn in the necklace, and then we'll get back to Goldshire. And we will train level 10. I'm hoping we get Frost Nova. I'm not sure if we do or not, but I'm hoping we get Frost Nova. I'm hoping we get another rank of Fireball. And I'm hoping we get Fire Blast. Basically, I'm hoping we get 3 spells. We probably don't get all of them. We probably get like 1 of them. Oh, I don't have to wait to find out. I can look here. Polymorph. We're getting Frost Nova. Okay, so yeah, we're getting one of the things that I wanted.
Need something?
Do I already have Fire Blast? I have Fire Blast already. I'm just not using it. And in fact, I don't remember training it at all. So we'll have to take a look at that really quick and see what's going on. Yeah, I have it. I don't know when we trained it. I don't remember training it. It's gonna take the place of Ice Lance, which in my opinion is a completely useless ability. Alright, back to town we go. Dustin, there is a wand spec. It's called a Discipline Priest. Yeah. You literally, like in Classic Era, if you want a wand spec, play a Discipline Priest and do improved wands, spirit tap for mana regen, and then improved power word shield. And then literally all you have to do is, it's actually kind of the perfect Hogwarts class because you throw a curse up, you do Shadow Word Pain, which is like a Dark Arts curse. You power word shield yourself. I don't know, like Protego? I don't know what that would be called in Hogwarts speak. I don't know what spell that is. And then you wand. So like very much the Discipline Priest is the Hogwarts Wizarding World spec. You do your Shadow Word Pain, Power Word Shield, and you wand away. And you never stop doing that. And then you win the game. That's it. Then you win. The add-on that shows what's training next is called What's Training. Yeah, it's actually pretty useful. Alright, this quest I'm not going to grab right now. We don't need to worry about that yet.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
How are you? See you later.
Yeah, Icelands feels bad. Icelands is worthless. I doubt there are many mages who, upon getting Icelands at level 2, were like super happy with it.
Have a good one.
I can't imagine many people are super happy with it.
You need something?
My inventory's
Safe
full.
travel.
That's not gonna work.
I buy and trade. Be careful.
I'm never gonna use Frost. I'm never gonna use Icelands.
Have a good one. See you
I'm
around.
going into a full
See you
fire
later.
build, and that's gonna be runes and
See
talents.
you
I'm
around.
not
Have
gonna
a
ever
good
use
one.
Icelands. Yeah, Icelands would be useful in a world where I was going Frost spec, and if I was taking like the bonus crit damage or the bonus damage to frozen targets, but I'm not gonna bother with it. Let's see. Do I want to do any cooking? I don't even know if I have any meat to cook. We have 1 piece of meat we can cook. Hooray. Tailoring. Okay. If it were off the global cooldown in some way, then it would be a more interesting spell. What am I missing here? What is going on? One of these is probably a mage quest. Yeah, one of them is the mage quest.
Hey there. Safe travels. Hello.
Polymorph, Conjure Water 2, okay.
See you around.
Have I tried healing in SOD? No. Nope. I've tanked, I've DPS'd. I have not healed a single dungeon. I don't know if I ever will. We'll see. Healing in WoW is probably the thing that I'm the least interested in doing. Did the community vote for more SOD? No one votes for what I do. In a given day, I will play the version of the game that I feel like playing. Solo Self-Found is staying as a recorded series, which is what I basically always said about it. I played a little bit on the Shaman just to check it out, but from the beginning of Solo Self-Found, I said I would focus on it as a recorded series. But essentially, like, I will just play whatever version of the game that I wake up that day and I say, I want to play this version of the game. And then that's what I do. That's okay. There's nothing to miss. Like, even if I had said at some point that I'm gonna only do hardcore streams from now on until I die, even if like that was something that I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because one day I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna want to play something different. That's just kind of the reality of having so many different versions to play. On a related note, there is about as much interest in Solo Self-Found that I thought there would be, which is to say that there's not a lot of interest in Solo Self-Found, which is exactly what I thought would be the case when they announced it, when they talked about it. The only thing missing is TBC Classic. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you guys can F right off. I am not doing that. Two of them. I probably could have taken two of them, actually. Yeah, we probably could have taken two of them. Let's kill this guy, at least. Yeah. Robert just said last week he'll never touch SOD again until level 60 opens. I don't think I made it quite sound so definitive as that. I said I didn't think that I would, yeah. But keep in mind, like, when I said that, we didn't have 100% experience buff. I'm a fallible, arbitrary, lying scumbag of a person. That's the reality of it. The reality of it is because I will feel a thing and I will make the mistake of talking about those feelings, I will constantly contradict myself because the thing about human feelings is that they change. So yeah, when I'm talking about shit that I feel, you can be guaranteed 100% that how I feel will probably change and grow and evolve over time. Like, some things don't change. I still don't like runes. I still think runes are stupid. But I'm here playing the game anyway. So yeah. It just is what it is. I will always be honest about my feelings. That does not mean that those feelings will never change. And that's one of the things that I've had to get over, and it's going to be something you'll have to get over too. Or don't. You don't have to get over it. You can take it personally, and it doesn't really matter to me. Alright, that's exactly what I do. It's my channel, and I will play what I want. I'll play what I want, and I'll say how I feel. And sometimes those things will contradict each other. That's just called being a human. I'm just a fallible, fleshy construct.
The good news is we're done here, and we can stop killing murlocs.
How are you? Safe travels. Hey there. Hello. Good day to you.
Do I care about the Enlightenment rune? I forget what Enlightenment does. I remember getting it on the Gnome Mage. I don't remember if it was like useful or exciting. I don't feel like it was. Whatever it was, I don't feel like it was for the build that I wanted. So I'm kind of curious, like whether I even want to go after it right now. Because there was lots of stuff in Loch Modan that I wanted to go after, and now that we've got a little bit of a boost in levels, I'm thinking about heading back to Loch Modan, to Morogh, and picking things up over there before we go do the lumber camp stuff. I think now that we have a wand, now that we have Frost Nova, I feel like the stuff in Morogh is more accessible. And there was like 3 runes over there that I wanted, and I don't see any of... Burnout is here, I guess Burnout was one of them. Fingers of Frost, I don't really care about, I don't think. My pinned comment's gonna live up there. We've been AFK in flight for like 30 minutes, but I've been playing the whole time. It's so weird. So strange. Thank you, Tactical, I appreciate it.
Hey there. Safe travels.
Alright, well that was a big chunk of XP. Yeah, like, I mean, we can go do the stuff at the lumber camp, I guess. Let's see. Level 7. Yeah, this stuff won't go gray for like a little bit. Alright, let's go do a little bit at the lumber camp, and then like, you know, when we're sick of that, we can hearth back to Goldshire, we can go to Stormwind, we can jump on a flight. If I see any of these animals along the way, I will unpolymorph them. I guess this is one of them. Oh, I wouldn't have thought if I hadn't clicked on it and seen the little polymorph thing, I never would have thought that a beetle would be one of them. Look at that. Now they're gonna drop an item, right? I need to pick up the item. Okay.
There we go. That's one down. Many, many to go. My inventory. This is so painful. Oh my god, I can't live like this. I know we got bags on the way. I might have to buy a bag. I literally can't live like this. This is not the way to go. Oh, gross.
You need something?
So gross. Yeah, this is too much shit that I'm holding on to. I can't hold on to all this stuff. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, I gotta buy at least one bag. I have to be able to do something, because I don't think... Yeah, I got nothing yet, so... general goods person... I don't even know where the general goods person is going to be. They're not in here. This is trade goods, so maybe they're somewhere in the inn. That might be true, Johnny. It'll take a little bit longer, though. I have to be able to be out in the world for more than 5 seconds. Maybe there is no bag seller here. I can't find general goods in Elwyn Forest. Oh my god. Okay. Ah, he's behind the counter. Of course he's behind the counter of the inn.
I supply only the finest.
Alright, let's go.
What can I do for you? For the Alliance, be careful. Light be with you. What can I do for you?
Oh my god, I forgot about waylaid supplies. I just completely forgot that it existed. And this is useless to me, so the only ones that we'll probably be able to fill are going to be the ones that we can do ourselves. So basically we can do like cloth stuff, and we can do light leather. And those will be the only ones that we can actually do. Because, you know, auction house prices. And like this, we're gonna vendor it as soon as we can. The best rep grind ever created? You mean the worst, right? What makes it bad is that there's only one way to get the rep. Like, there should be multiple ways. All they need is a tabard. I know they want people to engage with the auction house, but in a version of the game where people can buy gold illegally, you shouldn't be forcing people to engage with the economy in order to level up their rep. Like, stuff's gonna be like overpriced at this point, and I don't want to deal with it. But I would definitely love to throw on a tabard and go do some 5-mans. But you know, that'd be quality of life, so what are you gonna do? Monica, good afternoon, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna go scout the mine while we're over here also. Shadow, you got a long time to wait for Kata, man. You got a long time. I think the release date for Kata is like in the summer. It's gonna be a while. The crazy thing is, like WoW, like Blizzard are kind of like painting themselves into a corner. I wonder if they realize it yet. They've been giving us so much WoW to play, and so many different versions of WoW to play, and so many updates for all the versions of WoW to play, that like if there's ever a point in time where they can't keep that up, it's gonna negatively impact the game. At this point, can you imagine only having one version of the game to play? No, you can't. Because those times are anathema to us now. We don't understand what it's like to only have one version to play. And to have to be like satisfied with little tiny updates like every once in a while. Like we're used to having like 3 different SOD releases, a hardcore release, you know, new season in retail. Like so many things coming out back to back to back that if there's ever a point from now on when they can't maintain that, it's gonna hurt them. Yeah, that's right, Alex. There should be a beta for Cataclysm pretty soon. I'm not even opted into the beta. I don't know. Like, I don't feel like Cataclysm Classic needs to have a beta. I don't feel like Classic needs to have a beta at all. Like, they didn't do a beta for Season of Discovery, and Season of Discovery had new systems, new mechanics, new class identity, new abilities. Like, it had all these new things. They didn't do a beta for it. Cataclysm Classic is a game that's been solved already, so like I don't really think it needs to have a beta. I don't really know if I will play in the beta. What do I do in the beta? I can check out some zones that I'll have to do again when the game comes out. Like I'm not really interested. Oh, fucking inventory, man. Maybe I shouldn't have done any professions on this character. And then like I wouldn't have an inventory issue. I wouldn't be picking up leather or scraps of leather. Maybe I just shouldn't have done any professions. I should have just done the vendor profession of like we vendor every single thing that we get. Just I shouldn't be doing cooking, I shouldn't be doing tailoring, I shouldn't be doing skinning. I should literally just be vendoring every single thing. Because otherwise, apparently I'm just gonna have problems. I have these little things. Maybe I can read this scroll and get this out of my inventory, whatever it is. It's an intellect scroll. Let's use that. For SOD, they wanted to keep it a secret. Yeah, they wanted to keep it a secret, but they proved the concept, and the concept is like you don't have to have a beta. You especially don't have to have a long beta phase. Especially, you don't need that for a game that already exists. I really wish they would just skip the beta for Cataclysm. It's like, I don't even want to feel compelled to waste my time in it. So I'd be more than happy if they just didn't do it. Or just do like a really small beta and do it really quick. Johnny, you think SOD has run its course for you? I'm sure some people feel that way. I felt that way a couple weeks ago. I might feel that way again in the future. The problem with SOD is the level bans. Like, having artificial level bans takes people out of the gameplay experience. It stops people from playing the characters that they grow to like. You know, you spend 40 levels leveling a character, you grow to like the character, all of a sudden you cannot continue the journey anymore, and it gives people an opportunity to step away from the game. And like anytime you create an opportunity for people to step away from the game, they will. Like some of them will. Some of them will go play other games. Some of them will go play other versions of WoW. Like level banding is it's like good on paper, but it's just like a bad idea. It's a bad idea for like keeping players engaged. If you want to keep players engaged with Classic, you can't stop them from leveling up. It's probably the worst thing you can do. Worse than not having endgame content. Like, when there's not endgame content in Classic, people are used to that. There isn't a lot of endgame content anyway. But the worst thing you can do is say like, okay, you can't level up anymore. And then people say, okay, I'll go play a version of the game where I can level up. Thank you. And then once you do that for a while, like it decreases the likelihood that you'll come back. Like each time you step away from SOD, it probably increases the likelihood that you won't come back to it. Or that when you come back to it, you know it'll be like a temporary thing. I don't know. It does really feel like it gives people an opportunity just to like lose their character, just to like lose interest in what they were working on, to lose interest in the progress they were making. I would be happier leveling up an army of alts if I could just get them all to 60. If I could do the whole journey like all at once, and that would also alleviate some low-level zone fatigue. Like what happens when you level a bunch of alts to level 25, or you level a bunch of alts even to level 40,
you just, even as a player that
King's
likes to
honor,
play
friend.
alts, you get
Safe
fatigued
travels.
sometimes on the lower level zones. But if you can take your character all the way to 60, well, there's going to be less fatigue every time you roll a new character. You'll have been out of those zones for a while, and they'll have some relative freshness to you. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Other people will chime in, they'll say they love the level bands. That's fine. People can have different feelings about it. For me, the level bands don't help. They only hinder. They only hinder how I would like to enjoy the game. Let's head over here. There's a vendor somewhere, like somebody sells pieces of wood, and I'm pretty sure we can vendor to them.
How are you? See you later.
That's true, Johnny. Yeah, Ret Paladin does suck now. It was never, like, amazing, I don't think. I think it went from being, like, middle of the pack to being, like, bottom of the barrel. Yeah. It sucks about the Ret Pally. My Ret Pally is just gonna chill at 40, and when the level band opens up, maybe if they don't suck, I'll keep leveling it and go from there. But yeah, right now, if you want to do, like, the raid at least, I'm sure nobody wants to take a Ret Pally to Morogh right now, unless they really need the buffs. And, like, I don't feel like you really need the buffs. Like, the Pally buffs would be a nice to have. I don't think they're as integral as they were, like, back in the day. And I don't think anybody wants to bring a Ret Pally's crappy DPS just to have the buffs. Doesn't really seem like it'd be worth it. I'll tell you, the 100% bonus doesn't feel like too much so far. It doesn't feel like too much. I think of, like, part of the reason why it doesn't feel too much is that even though you're getting 100% more experience, there's still a lot of travel. You're still traveling a lot, and the travel time adds a lot to the play time. And so even though you have this huge, supposedly huge XP buff, it hasn't felt that way. Like, obviously it's felt faster, but it hasn't felt broken. I don't know. Although, to be fair, in Season of Mastery, when they bumped the XP buff from 50% to 100%, in Season of Mastery, I stopped playing. Part of the reason for that was because, like, the only real change in Season of Mastery was the XP bonus. You know, there wasn't a lot of other stuff going on in Season of Mastery. So yeah, when it went from 50% to 100% in SOM, like, I quit. But I was probably about to quit anyway. It probably didn't have as much to do with the experience buff. Shadow, if Blizzard could only keep one version of WoW, which should they keep? They would have to keep retail, because retail is the version that makes them money. It's a pretty obvious question.
keep the version. They keep the version of the game that makes them money, so they can keep making the game. That's an easy one. Level 20 mounts. There you go. Yeah, why not? Change it up. It's only a season of WoW. Like, it doesn't matter what they change. It's just a season. It's only temporary. So we should save all complaining for when they put stuff like this into like a permanent version of Classic Plus. And then we can really complain about stuff. Yeah, some people only get 5 or 6 hours. Yeah, it's good for a season. You know, I guess it's fine as long as the season doesn't go on for 2 years. Then it's probably fine. And like I said, it's like we're leveling faster, but we're not leveling like retail speed. We're not even leveling like Wrath of the Lich King speed with the Joyous Journey buff. We're leveling a bit faster than we normally would. But just a bit. Ultimately, here's the reality. There will never be a version of the game that makes you happy. That's it. There will never be a version of the game that makes you perfectly happy. You'll be playing a version of WoW that is missing something you want, or it will have things that you don't want, or some combination of that. But there will never be a version of the game that makes you perfectly happy. And never has that been more apparent than now because of all the different versions that we have to choose from. I'm of the opinion that we're never going to see a real Classic Plus. I don't know why we would ever see that. We'll see what happens. They said that after Season of Discovery ends, that they'll have somewhere interesting for our Season of Discovery characters to be transferred to. So, like, maybe that's what Classic Plus is to them. Classic Plus is a server where seasonal characters go to die. Maybe that's what Classic Plus is. Send all of your seasonal characters to this server so they can die. But a place where they keep all the weird abilities that they got in their respective seasons. So like just a server where characters go, they keep whatever abilities they had, and so everything is unbalanced and kind of broken, but it doesn't matter. And there's your Classic Plus server. Eventually, in 10 years from now, it'll have characters and abilities from like 4 different seasons. And it'll just be like a crazy hodgepodge mismatch of like abilities and class specs and identities. I'm sure waylaid supplies will be there for some reason. Season 3, 72 runes, 6 for each slot, yeah. Infinite possibilities, infinite time spent gathering runes. Now more hidden than ever. built-in Wowhead interface. They need to build Wowhead like right in, so I click a button down here somewhere, and like it doesn't bring up customer support anymore, it brings up Wowhead. And it takes me right to the list of like how I get all of my runes. That'll be for Season 3. Would I still be playing WoW if Blizzard never released Classic? Yes, I would probably still be playing WoW. Would I be playing WoW on this channel? No. Probably not. Believe it or not, this channel started as in its infancy 5 or so years ago. It started as a variety channel. Which, you know, the channel would not be as big as it is today if I had never started playing WoW. The channel would be some other shape. But the only reason I started playing WoW on the channel was when Classic came out. So, like, I still would have played WoW anyway. Even if I was on a break at the time, you know. But I probably would not have played retail on this channel if not for Classic existing. Though it's impossible to say that for sure, obviously. What level would I usually be around now? I would be about the same exact level. I'd probably be about the same level that I am without the XP buff. Let's see. We've been playing for 3 hours and 30 minutes. It usually takes me about 3 hours to hit level 10, and we are level 11. So, I don't know, like, I don't play very quickly or efficiently. So apparently, like, with or without the XP buff, like, somehow I would be about the same level I am right now. I'd be level 10, so maybe you could say there's a 2-level difference. Let's round up and say that I ding level 12 really soon, okay? Then there's probably a 2-level difference. Like, right now, I would be dinging level 10. Instead, with the XP buff, I'm gonna be dinging level 12 pretty soon. So it's not like a huge difference. I guess, like, mathematically, like, something to keep in mind is that 100% experience gains do not mean that you are going to level twice as fast. That makes sense to everybody, right? 100% gains to experience does not mean you will level up twice as fast. That's not at all what it means. I'm gonna be the next Asmongold? I don't think so. I don't know how I could literally become a different human being. That would be a tough one. I don't think anybody's accomplished that yet. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I got out of that. Something, something, something. I'm not sure. I clicked the thing multiple times, though. Yeah, exactly. You don't run 100% faster. Things are not 100% closer together. Yeah, there's lots of reasons. You're not killing things twice as fast. There are lots of other factors to consider. But I do think that people hear 100% experience gains and they're like, whoa, that's too much. That's too much. You're gonna level twice as fast. When that's not at all the case. That's not at all. Like I said, I'm about 2 levels ahead of where I would normally be playing for the same amount of time that I've already played. We're only about 2 levels ahead.
we're having the same kinds of problems. Like, will I ever be able to clear enough to get to this? Not unless help comes. Not unless, like, some other players get over here and help me. Like, I'm still gonna be stuck right here on this quest. Because I can't kill them fast enough. It's impossible. I'm getting ads, like, I can't kill them, I can't clear them. I'm gonna be stuck on this quest no matter how much bonus experience they give me. I still can't complete this quest, so it doesn't matter. Oh good, they all reset. I pulled them 12 feet from their spawn points and they reset. Cool. See, these are still all problems that we're gonna have. This is slowing us way down, so... I could have 700 bonus to my experience gains and it would not help me with this quest. Does it change with higher level, the XP buff? You have the 100% all the way to level 39. Yeah, 100% from 1 to 39. Although I'm sure that in the future they will increase it again. I'm sure this won't be the last time that it goes up. Now, if you do something like dungeon grind, I'm sure if we were dungeon grinding the way we did on the Paladin, then we would probably, like, notice a difference. We'd probably notice a bigger difference than if we were trying just a quest. But I don't really have any plans to repeat that, like, insane dungeon grind. Alex, your data is corrupt anyway, because you already level twice as fast as I do. Like, your data doesn't count, because your data is already corrupted. You're an outlier. And when you're looking at averages, the first thing you do is you take the highest and the lowest and you get rid of them from the calculations. And you're one of those numbers that we have to just get rid of. Sorry. You guys see this shit, right? Are you guys experiencing what I'm experiencing, which is that no matter how quickly I kill these guys, I can't clear the way to this quest. We have been here for a hot minute. There are no other players around at all. And yet the respawn rate is such that I can't get here. I can't get here. I don't know what it's going to take for me to be able to get there. Maybe if I kill enough guys to level up 3 or 4 more times. Maybe by then my spells will be strong enough to hit them hard enough. I don't know. It's really getting insane. Let's polymorph this guy. We know we can't run away. If I run away at all, then I'm gonna leash them. They're gonna reset. So I have to stand right here and tank it. This is nuts. By the time I deal with this guy, we're gonna have another respawn. There's our respawn. You see what I mean? Like, no matter what I do, I can't clear my way in. I'm gonna fight this guy, and while I do that, the 2 back here are gonna respawn. Like, I don't have mana, so I have to drink. That's gonna add more time for them to respawn. We got this guy back here has already respawned. He's back on his patrol. We could be skipping this quest. If I get halfway through my level, and we haven't done this yet, we are not doing this quest. Because we are already going to be getting so much more from the kill XP than from ever completing it or turning it in. But yeah, we could be here for hours. Pull them all, frost over them, and then try to grab it. We could try something like tricky like that, yeah. I mean, I don't know what else we're gonna do. This is so bad. We could just get killed here too. That's something that could easily happen. We could die.
They got potions, that makes the fights a lot longer. It's just kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. This guy's back again. He's already back. We're out of there. That's apparently the only way to do it. I feel bad for classes that don't have the ability to freeze people in place, I guess. Like I don't know how you would clear that on another class. Maybe if you were level 14 or 15, you can kill them quickly enough that they wouldn't be able to respawn like that, but if you're tackling it at the level that we're at, like and you're on a different class, you're maybe a pet class, like a hunter or a warlock, you could have your pet round them up and just sacrifice your pet. Would really be the only other strategy that I could think of to deal with that. What a heinous respawn rate in an area that like totally, it doesn't warrant it because there are no other players around, so ideally you wouldn't want to see a respawn rate that high.
Need something? Have a good one.
Well met. Light bless you.
Yeah, there's no mailboxes out here. We'll have to check them once we're back in Goldshire.
Need help?
So we'll be heading back that way eventually.
Need help? Light bless you. Or the Alliance. Light bless you. Be careful.
I'm glad the roundhouse kick like doesn't stop us from wanding. We stand right back up, we keep wanding, no problem. Alright, now we have to ask ourselves, do we feel like we could kill a princess? We should probably give it a shot. Should I polymorph her, or should I polymorph one of the adds? They're level 7. I don't know, let's polymorph one of the adds, we'll focus her down, and then maybe we'll just run away. Yep, I'm fine with just running away.
You need something? Farewell. Be careful.
Alright, back to Goldshire we go. And I think at this point we are ready to go back to Dunmorrow, which is like right around the same time we would anyway. Everything will be much easier now.
There we go. Patrick, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's going to help out immensely.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance, be careful. Go with honor, friend. Light bless you.
We have 2 unspent talent points. That shouldn't surprise anybody. Oh, that's an interesting one. It turned into a scroll of reintegration. Brings a dead player back to life. Oh. So that's like a one-use item. Interesting.
Can I help you? Farewell. Be careful.
We could come over to Westbrook Garrison and we could try to do the Knoll quest and maybe see if we get the gold schedule to drop. And then eventually we'll head back out here, although I think we will be going... Yeah, I see. We'll have to go back to Dunmorrow first. If we want to. Yeah, we'd have to go back to Dunmorrow and we got some level 9 stuff. Level 7 is already gray, but these are breadcrumbs anyway. So they probably weren't going to be worth a lot of XP to begin with. We don't want to lose the level 9 stuff though. I think we have 2 levels before we would lose the level 9 stuff, so we should be okay. How is the XP buff? It's okay. We're leveling a little bit faster than we normally would. It's not bad.
Light be with you. For the Alliance, well met. Light bless you.
I don't really know if we can take Hogger ourselves or not, but the weird thing is he looks like he's tapped. Why is he gray? Yeah, it looks like he's tapped for somebody else. I don't see any other players around. I don't really know why he's like that. I would hate to fight him, to go through all the effort to fight him, to kill him, and then not be able to loot him. That would suck. We aggroed that entire camp. That was definitely not what we wanted to do. Somehow it worked out okay. Let's just tag him and let's find out what happens. I guess it's fine. They were really far apart. They were really far apart, and I thought for sure that they weren't all gonna add. And they took their time about it too. Like, that was weird. They acted for a minute like they weren't gonna add, but they did. Is it just me, or has the drop rate been really bad for this one? We haven't gotten the gold schedule either, sadly. Although I did find whatever this is, and I didn't notice. Oh, this was for Fingers of Frost. Gives your chill effects a 50% chance to grant you the Fingers of Frost effect, which treats your next 2 spells as if the target were frozen. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like I'm gonna use that at all. I don't feel like I'm gonna get any use out of it. Yeah, like how am I, without being Frost Spec, like how and why would I ever want that? I feel like you'd have to be like deep Frost Spec for that to matter.
King's honor, friend. Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
Yeah, we got him. We had a little bit of help.
Be careful.
Alright, let's go ahead and hearth back to Goldshire. We'll Vendor, we'll turn in Hogger. And then, yeah, I think after that, it would probably be time to head to Dunmorrow.
Well met. Light bless you.
Well, we can get a staff with agility and stamina. I guess the stamina is
Go
better
with
than
honor,
nothing.
friend.
It was a big chunk of experience. Well, that was nice.
Greetings.
We'll take this one now.
Be careful.
What are you looking for? For the Alliance.
And with that, we'll finish off Improved Fireball. After that, I guess we can go into Ignite, which will cause them to burn for more damage after a crit. We could increase the range of our fire spells. I'm like already, like I have to get super close to throw like a Frostbolt, so I don't know if this is valuable right now. If I wanted to eliminate Frostbolt from the rotation like entirely, then maybe I would take that. And then it could be okay. Improved Fire Blast reduces the cooldown. That's not going to help either. Yeah, I think we go 5 points into Ignite. And then we grab Pyroblast, which is going to be awesome. Oh, this is not the way I want to go. Let's head to Stormwind. Yeah, I do have some kind of mage quest, that's true. I don't really know if I want to even do it. That's the problem. We'll check it out. Once I have Pyroblast, then it might be worth taking this, because once I have Pyroblast, I'm going to want to open up with Pyroblast. And so at that point, I'll probably stop using Frostbolt on every pull. We could take the extra range, and then we could open up with a Pyroblast every time.
You need something? See you around.
What can I do for you? See you around.
Did we loot the gold quest from Hogger? No. No, Hogger doesn't usually drop it. It doesn't often drop off a Hogger, I don't think. And we didn't loot it from anybody. But you'll rarely ever get it from Hogger. It has a lower chance to drop off a Hogger than it does any of the other mobs. If you're talking about the gold schedule.
Well met. Have a good one. Farewell. Safe travels. Need help?
we have a lot of stuff to train. Conjure Food rank 2, Dampen Magic, Slow Fall, Arcane Explosion, Arcane Intellect 2, Fireball 3, Fire Blast 2, Frostbolt 3. It's been a minute since I trained apparently. Alright guys, I'll tell you what, I am going to stop right here for today. Next time, we are going to head back to Morogh, and we're going to work on things there. From there, we'll try to go right into Loch Modan, and we'll see how that feels. It should feel pretty good. We're level 14, so like going into Loch Modan right now would actually feel pretty good. But we'll go finish things up in Morogh first. Thank you guys very much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed hanging out, leaving a like, making sure you're subbed to the channel, that stuff really does help me out a lot, and I appreciate those that do. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other, and we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.